So Cheryl, I understand kind of the question. It sounds like your mother does not have pre-arrangements through Smith Steinhauser Funeral Home. It kind of sounds like she just kind of assumed that she would come to us just because she kind of lived in the area, and that's absolutely fine. We can absolutely serve your family in this time. Um, what I will say to you, as far as using a cremation service goes, you are absolutely free to do that. Price will be about the same. I don't know if that's kind of a factor that you're considering, but the funeral home is absolutely willing to work with you. And I apologize. There are some benefits to kind of using a funeral home as opposed to doing it through a cremation service. Um, namely, we so death is unfortunately expensive, and it is also a lot of paperwork. And the thing about it is that we are professionals in this industry because this is something that we deal with pretty often. The paperwork we are familiar with. We kind of have a process every time this happens. When one of your family member when one of your family members dies directly, it's a bit more difficult to get that paperwork all together, kind of all your own, and that's kind of where the funeral home comes in. We kind of take over some of the burden as far as that goes, so you can focus better kind of on grieving your loved one. Really, what we would want to do would be to sit down with you, kind of gather vital statistical information, run through kind of the arrangement conference and kind of what all of cremation entails, and kind of give you a general rundown of death certificates, vital statistical information, and really the benefit to using a funeral home would be that we can just sit down. I'll grab all of that information from you all at once, and then you won't have to worry about any of it again until you pick up your mother. Her cremates at that time. So we can absolutely just kind of assist you all the way through this cremation process. But with a cremation service, you might just be a little bit more on your own. And again, price we can absolutely work with you with. I'm not that worried about it. We're not that stingy here. And with utilizing the funeral home, she will never leave our care. So once we do make this removal, we'll be leaving from here with your mother, and we'll go directly back to the funeral home, and then she will not leave there until she is given back to you. With the crematory, she will be taken out there, and then you will have to go out there, and they might have you pick up from a local funeral home, but it's just a little bit more complicated if you go directly to the crematory. So, hey, absolutely up to you, but I am perfectly willing to help out in any way I possibly can. I do this because I love being able to help people when there's a difficult time going on, and you have more important things to worry about than paperwork is kind of what the benefits really using a funeral home would be. Costs will be about the same. We can just kind of make this process a little bit easier on you so you can focus on kind of what's more important. So yeah.